In this video, we're going to talk about things you must bring while traveling internationally. Welcome back to episode 2 out of my 6-episode series on international travel. If you missed the episode 1, don't worry about it. After this video, I'll have the link below, so check it out and consider subscribing for episode 3. So there are certain things you have to bring while traveling internationally, and since I believe this is your first time traveling out of the country, I have a few things on the list for you to bring when you're traveling for the first time. Travel fanny pack. Your friend may laugh at you for having a fanny pack, but when it comes to traveling, they understand because most likely they may have thought about having a fanny pack of themselves, or they probably have one while they're traveling also. And we're not talking about those bulky fanny pack where a grandpa or grandma would use. But yeah, anyways, I got it right here for you. It's a thin fanny pack that you're going to be using while you're out traveling. Here it is, right over here. It's really thin, so whenever, after you're done with this video, you gotta check it out, and you probably will need it for your first time traveling internationally. I would put my passport in here, and then some extra money. You don't want to put all your money in here, but you want to put some of your money in here, especially when you're out traveling and you have it under your shirt, because you don't want people noticing that you have a fanny pack on you. The point of this fanny pack is to make sure thieves don't notice it, and thieves would probably not go for you because they're normally trying to look at people's pockets, see if it's bulging or a wallet, because that's when they know you're a tourist and you may have money that they are going to try to go for. Have a travel backpack, and I'm talking about a small one. Not one for you while you're on your flight there, but I'm talking about one for when you're walking around and exploring the neighborhood. You want to have a small backpack, just have an extra jacket on, and it gets hot. You can put your jacket in your backpack, or even just have your water carried onto the backpack. You have takeaway food that you can't finish, you want to put in your backpack. So you'll have a travel backpack. And here's my Osprey 55. Osprey 55. I actually used this for my 2018 solo travel. And no, we're not talking about this big backpack, but we're talking about the backpack on it too. So this is a huge backpack, but I could actually unzip this one. And we're talking about the small one, which is pretty cool how this could unzip and have this. So normally I would carry this around when I'm traveling internationally. Sometimes I don't carry my camera bag on me, so I would just put my cameras in here. And whatever other things I need, I would just place in here just for a day out. Dirty department. Ever wonder why your clothes smell? That's because you don't have a dirty compartment where you should just have an extra bag on you at all times. So when you have clothes that are dirty and you don't have time to wash it, you want to put all your dirty clothes in that bag and just tie it up. Kind of lessens the smell. And you know, after a 10-hour day of just walking in the sun, you don't want to mix your dirty clothes with your new clothes unless you bag them up. Anytime you're traveling out of the country, you need your passport. That's something you should know, and you do not want to lose your passport. That's why I always have on your fanny pack. Don't ever trust anyone with your passport, because that is your get home ride. Cash. How else do you plan on purchasing things? With cash, because when you're traveling internationally, not every place you go to is going to accept credit card. And if they do, if you don't have the right credit card, it may charge you an extra fee. So you may always want to carry cash on you. And you don't have to carry everything on you. You carry some and put some on your hotel, only if you really trust your hotel. Like more remote countries, like in Southeast Asia, a lot of those countries, they really don't accept credit cards, so you will need cash. When exchanging cash out of currency, always have your passport, because most of the time, they need your passport just to verify. Canteen bottle. Let me ask you, do you trust drinking other countries' water? Maybe if you're in the USA or Canada, yes, Southeast Asia, it's kind of hard to trust it. Not because I don't want to, but there's so much bacteria in the water, and I don't want food poison, so have a canteen bottle on you and buy a jug of water at a store. I try not to drink the water in Southeast Asia because I don't want to have my trip partially ruined because of my upsetting stomach. So I will have a canteen bottle, I'll fill it up with a jug of water and take it out. That's something I'll bring wherever I go while traveling internationally. Towel. Your accommodation is supposed to have towels, but sometimes I just don't feel like I can trust the towels, because you just see those old stains. It may be washed, but to see the stains still there, you're just a bit more iffy. And some places it's just dirty, so I would carry my own microfiber towel. So this right here is my microfiber towel. It does the job, dries me up, it dries my hair, and I just hang it up somewhere, and in a few hours it will dry up on its own. Of course, after you're done washing or drying yourself, you want to squeeze all the water out and just hang it somewhere and it will dry. But this guy helps me a lot. I also put the link below, so you gotta check it out if you ever are interested in a microfiber towel, because it's light, it's small, you could just fold it. This is not an ad, by the way. I know I'm advertising a lot of stuff to you, but it's things you must bring while traveling internationally. But yeah, you can fold this towel. But for ladies, or if anyone with long hairs, you may need a larger size of this, which they do have different selections on the link below. Unlocked phone. Make sure your phone is unlocked before traveling, because when you reach the other country and you try to swap SIM cards so you can have Wi-Fi, internet, and you notice how it's not working, maybe it's because your phone might not be unlocked. And when that happens, you have no Wi-Fi or no internet. So how are you gonna get around by Uber or like just GPSing places just so you don't be lost? There are other automations, like you could use a little MiFi box and it'll have Wi-Fi in there, but then you have to rent one out from the airport, and you have to make sure that airport sells it, because not all airport has it, or some of them will sell out. So always make sure your phone is unlocked ahead of time so you can swap SIM cards at an airport. Flip-flops. And trust me when I say flip-flops, they are super useful. When I traveled around Asia for 7 weeks, the first half of my trip I was just wearing my shoes everywhere. But as soon as I got to a place in Vietnam, like Nha Trang, I bought a pair of slippers because I was on a tour with a lot of water sporting. So I was like, why should I bring my shoes? I should buy a pair of slippers. And from then on, almost the entire trip, I had worn the slippers everywhere in Southeast Asia. I was not scared of how dirty it was or the cockroaches, but I had worn it because it was hot, humid, and it was more comfortable wearing slippers around. Travel adapters. Not all countries have the same wall outlets, so you gotta make sure and buy the right adapter, or just buy a universal one worldwide, as you can see this. So I advise you to Google ahead of time what type of outlet each country use, so you don't run over that stress. And also make sure it has the right voltage, because you don't want to burn out your outlet. Very important, because how else are you going to charge your phone? Now that you have some necessary essentials, episode 3 will be about how to survive long flights out of country, and we're talking about 12 to 24 hours. Not your little domestic 3 to 5 hour flight. So don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and until next time, travel heads.